Hi, welcome back. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to look at how to navigate the work experience section to add volunteering and professional experience. First thing, as always, make sure that you are logged in. Make sure you have the correct resume pulled up, and then scroll down to add work experience. Now, this is where the resume builder is both a fabulous tool and a slightly confusing tool. So I'm going to walk you through both why it's great and why it can be a little tricky and what additional steps you need to take to personalize your resume. All right, so the cool thing about the resume builder is it has a variety of jobs saved along with associated responsibilities and work tasks. The first tricky part is trying to figure out what job title will work best to find the tasks that you want. Okay, so let's start with an informal job like babysitting. I'm going to start typing babysit, and I get nannies and childcare workers. I'm going to go with nannies because I worked with a family, not at a daycare. So you'll see, first of all, that the preferred job title pops up as nannies. Well, I babysat, I wasn't a nanny, and I'm not more than one of them. So I'm going to change this to babysitter. We're going to spell that right, though. Oh, it already probably is. Okay. The employer is going to be the family I worked for. If I did babysitting for a variety of families, for example, or if you did yard work for a variety of households around your neighborhood or something like that, you can put various here, but I'm going to put the family name, the person I interacted with most. And I did this in, let's say, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where I live. I first started babysitting for them in 2018, and I still babysit for them regularly. Now, what you see here are a huge amount of potential work tasks and responsibilities. Maybe you did some of these sometimes, but what you're really looking for in this, or what were your primary responsibilities in this? Okay. So maybe you helped with homework occasionally, but maybe that wasn't your primary goals. Maybe you did meet with the parents regularly when you showed up, but that wasn't really the primary responsibility. Okay. So let's scroll through and see some that might work here. So let's say, let's do teach, and I played with them. All right, I played with them and I read with them and I hung out with them, and that's in here. So I'm going to click this and it saves it down here. And then I'm going to say that maybe I also drove them to different events. So I'm going to do that. That's important. If I did drive them to different places, that's good because it shows I'm responsible with it. Now, I don't like school's social outings and medical appointments. I don't really care for the wording, especially social outings. That sounds a bit pretentious. Also, I might want to put this in past tense because I feel like it just feels better. Otherwise, it sounds like it's something I'm doing right this second. So in order to edit this, this is where things get tricky again. You need to copy it, paste it in the custom task box, and then you can change it. So I'm going to say transported children to school and various appointments. Maybe they were medical, maybe they were play dates, doesn't really matter. And I'm going to click add. This works better for me, but I still have this one on here. Quick fix, click the X, get rid of it. This one, teach and perform age-appropriate activities such as lap play, reading, blah, 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 blah. I want to put this in past tense, and I want to edit the activities I did to make sure they match what I actually did with kids I was watching. So I'm going to change this taught, and we're going to change this to engaged children in, edit that, age-appropriate activities such as, not lap play, because I don't know what that is. Let's say imaginative play, reading, and let's see, what else? And outdoor games. Now, the next part of this says to encourage intellectual development of children. I feel like that's reaching a bit. I'm a babysitter here, okay? I'm not their teacher. Maybe it did encourage intellectual development, but you, especially at your age, you can start to sound a bit pretentious if you go over the top with your description. So I'm actually just going to take that off. Make sure I leave that period there. And I'm going to hit enter. All right. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Boom. Save and close. Voila. I have my first job experience. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward and simple. You're going to do the same thing with volunteering. Okay, if you volunteer for church or for a group or just on your own, you click add work experience. You find the job title that best describes what you did. And you click a few, no more than 3 bullet points that match that. Change all of the information or adjust it to match your specific situation, save and close. I'm going to show you a super quick example here. All right, so let's say that I helped prepare sack lunches for the food pantry during COVID. Okay, so let's see, sack lunch doesn't give me anything, but I worked with food, so I'm going to type in food. Okay, so food batch makers, roasting, food servers, food preparation workers. Let's see what that gives us. Okay, so portion and wrap the food. I did that. I didn't put it on plates though. Package takeout food orders. I did that kind of. We'll do that. Distribute foods. Nope, didn't do that. I did wash and weigh and measure maybe. Let's see. Mix ingredients for salads. Didn't do that. So let's look at. I did prepare food, but I didn't place it in food warmers, and I didn't prepare. I didn't put it on plates. I can adjust that. Okay. And I also cleaned and sanitized work areas. So let's do that. Okay. So this one, I'm just gonna make it all past tense. Copy, paste. Cleaned and sanitized work areas. Blah blah blah. Good. Delete. Now this one is I'm going to portion and wrap food. I'm just going to get for service to food pantry customers. That makes it very specific to what I'm talking about here. Oh, need to change it to past tense. Portioned and wrapped food. I don't like the. Get rid of the food. Add and delete that. And we packaged takeout foods. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to delete that because that's really similar to this. We'll just delete that. Save and close. Nope, got to do my employer. All right, so what I did was, I was food pantry volunteer. Honestly, that works. And we were at the Iowa Food Pantry in Cedar Rapids. And I did this in February of this year. And then I click save and close. Boom. And there is my job. And there is my volunteer experience. Next up, extracurriculars.